Hello everyone. I want to teach you or give you an insight, basically how to heal in spirituality. Because healing in spirituality versus healing, physically going to hospital is a two different thing. And if you're having any medical issue or concerns or whatever, please, this video is not stopping you from going to your medical doctors or your GPs or hospital. Please seek professionals, medical professionals. What I'm talking about here is spirituality. So a lot of people don't know what it takes and what it is involved to heal in spirituality. They don't know how deep it is. We talk about healing. A lot of people talk about, oh, I'm a spirituality, I'm a traditionalist, or I follow my culture, I live like the ways of my ancestors, I do this, I do that, they pour libation, they kill goat ram, they practice spirituality. So basically what you're practicing is your culture and traditions, or spiritual practices that you are familiar or you are aware of, or or you've been taught by. That's a total different thing. To heal in spirituality, I'm talking about you as a person, healing yourself from head to toe. And part of healing yourself is taking responsibility, taking accountability, looking at your own flaws, your own shadows, your own traumas, your own family background. Everything that concerns you, literally, spiritually, physically, everything that concerns you, it works hand in hand. Because people can still look very healthy, dress well, do their things, everything, but they have underlying issue that goes in within them. And some people can literally not even have an issue that goes between in their life, or between things in their life, but they have this negative side of ruining things for themselves. Or some people, when good things are about to happen or good things happens to them, bam, something will strike. Or some people in their family have maybe a death, they die early. In their family, premature deaths, different things, different people, and this is family. But now what I'm talking about is you as a person. So in what I know in our culture and tradition, they always tell you to practice spiritual practices following the ways of your ancestors and your culture. But I've never heard once in those our tradition, culture, spiritual practices where people talk about healing. The only time they talk about healing is when someone is physically down or physically sick or ill, that they have to rush the person to hospital, or maybe when the medical hospital has tried their best and it's not working, then their last resort is always to go back to the tradition, which is a bit too late. Most often it's a bit too late. The person is going to die anyway. So that is it. So the spiritual practices, at least the one I know and I'm practicing, is you preventing things before it happens. Because even in your medical field, prevention is another key. It's not about treating a patient who is ill. It's also looking out for other vital signs of concerns or something that is likely to develop that might need, a checks or a follow-up or a package to address those concerns or problem on the physical realm. Now, in spirituality, for you to heal yourself, you are going to heal your own soul. And when I say your own soul, so many of you is not aware. You just came into life, like me as well. I just came into life. We are born, but you don't know how many times your soul has reincarnated here on earth. You don't know how many times you've existed, because based on our previous existence anyway, we can't remember past life or what we did here or what we did here, except on rare occasional circumstances like all this paranormal or whatever. You can see people remembering past life or what happened so place or where they died or they remember living in this house and all that. Those things are reality. It happens. As scary as it is true, it happens. So healing yourself in spirituality is more the same way, similar, like when you are a drug addict and you are going to, rehabilitation. And you're going to be taking all those drugs, all those training, healing yourself, isolation and all that. Healing in spirituality is a very, very, I'm telling you, a very, very big task. Not many people are willing to go through that. Because when you start to heal in spirituality, it changes automatically everything that concerns you. Every literally thing that has to do with you. The only thing that is not changing in you is your skin color, maybe your voice, the natural physical attribute that you have, but everything in you spiritually is going to be worked on. Releasing your soul, past trauma, past hurts, past pain, past disappointment, past sorrow, past tears, family cause, so many things you are going to be healing, getting rid of them from your body. And part of this healing has to do with being intentional about yourself, aligning yourself, your image, your choices, your wants, your desires, everything that has to do with your career, being intentional about it and aligning it with the same goal of who you are, why you are here on earth, the lifestyle of what you've come here to do, and living accordingly. Regardless of whoever, neglecting every other person's their own lifestyle, what you are doing is that you are focusing only but on yourself to heal yourself. And that healing yourself has to start. Your natural hair has to be worked on. Okay? Your natural hair has to be worked on. Your eyes, spiritual eyes, sixth sense, third eye need to be worked on. Your voice, your communication skill, your voice spiritually have to be worked on. For your voice to be a key, your voice needs to be worked on. Your energy, the energy you carry when you show up, the energy you carry when you show up in people's life or who you are has to be worked on. The aura you carry wherever you go has to be worked on. So when you visit, when you go, there's a good aura, there's a good energy around you, and you are positive all the time. It has to be worked on. The food you consume, the food you eat, has to be worked on. It's not everything that you, once you are spirituality, it's not everything now that you will eat. If you really want to key in and work that your spiritual part, it's not everything that applies to you. It might apply to Mr. A, B, C, D. Yes, but that's for them. That's not for you. Because one, you're living intentional. You're following your soul, spiritual, mind, body, physical direction to your life path. So everybody individual lifestyle, life path is different. So regardless of your wife, your children, whoever, your dad, your mom, you are consistently following that way, your life path. Neglecting what everybody say. Oh, this. No. Whatever you say might apply to you, it doesn't apply to me. So you have your spirit guide, you have your spirit team, your spirituality to teach you which way to follow and what to do and how to go about things. And in spirituality, if you want to heal, it's not something you just assume, oh, I've done this, I've healed. No. You would have a mentor who will guide you. Yes, spirituality is not taught. You have to be the one desiring to know, because every information you need to know is written in your DNA. It is in your DNA. Whatever it is you want to know is in your DNA. It's up to you to tap in, heal yourself, activate it for you to get messages and know what you need to know, and your spiritual eyes to be open. So spirituality is not a bed of roses where you just do anything. No. And if you decide to go into spirituality to heal yourself, there are laws that you have to abide by. There are natural laws. Other than natural laws, there are laws that guides you. Your own spiritual guide and spiritual team need you to live by. in order to have a relationship with them, to activate yourself so that they can be working with you. Because if you keep breaking it or you break it, they won't have any option than to leave you alone. And this is where people, you will ask them something, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm not saying that is wrong. Sometimes we all don't know what you just say, I don't even know. But when you are on top of your game in spirituality, my point is, your soul, your spirit will always give you a guide on what to do, how to go about things, what the next action is, how to see things, a whole lot of things. And your eyes and mouth will be revealed into mysteries and secrets most people wouldn't even know. They might spend years and be studying, blah, 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 blah. But you might come in and you see that thing and say, this. And immediately your instinct will go, do this. And you do that thing, you tap it, and you get results. Meanwhile, this is something people has been trying to figure out for years or months or days. Now, I'm not saying this applies to everybody. No, but what I'm saying, spirituality is very strict. And that's why most of our people don't even go to it. And many of our people who practice our culture that goes into spirituality, I've never seen them talking about healing. All they talk about is to follow our ancestral lineages, to follow the ways of our ancestors, to preserve our culture and all that, which is one of the more reason why most of them, when you try them, they are ready to unleash. They are so bitter, they are so angry, and hanging on into the things of the past. What went right, what went wrong, why they will never forgive. I will deal with you. Some even want to use it as a means of charm to compete with power, just to prove a point. And people like this, they have not healed in spirituality. I'm not saying people cannot be angry. I do get angry as well. If I'm crossed, yes, we are all human beings. We will. This is a sign and a way for your soul to react, to say, this thing the person is doing to you is unacceptable. Your soul is not accepting it. So your spirit is not accepting it. So your physics is going to react to that. Say, no, this is not for me. Hesitantly, this is not for me. Please, there's no way around it. So spirituality is not a game. I want to see people, they are in spirituality. Today you are in spirituality, tomorrow you are not. Or you are in spirituality, you are doing this, you are going that. You practicing spirituality, you are there. You have to choose a path. You have to choose a path. And choosing a path in spirituality is you healing yourself first. Because when you heal yourself, then you have activated everything you need to activate to start with. And then slowly but surely you will start learning yourself. Just the same way when you meet people, you're trying to understand them, you're trying to know them, you're trying to know who they are. This is how to heal in spirituality. You will start learning who you are, having a personal relationship with yourself, trying to find out what makes you tick, trying to find out what doesn't make you tick, trying to find out what you like, what you don't like, what your spiritual team supports, what they don't support, what blocks your way, the things that are detrimental to your soul, so things that can even cause you death. You know the things and you keep away, and you know the right thing to do. That's how to go into spirituality. Going into spirituality and you are practicing, but no, you have to heal, and healing applies to everybody. Don't say, oh, my daddy is Dangote. Oh, therefore, everything I have maid, I have driver, I have my office, I have my room, my daddy bought me a house, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you might have all that. But the attitude you carry, the behaviors that you carry, or the mistakes that you make, or your inability to do some certain things, what about those ones that are inborn in you? Have you worked on them? Or is your daddy still going to use money to buy that thing out of nature, out of you, or fix it in nature in you? Your daddy don't have that kind of superpower. So you're going to look into yourself and heal yourself. When I went to spirituality, I wanted to heal. I wanted to heal. I was searching, so searching. I wanted to heal. For 3 years. For 3 years, I didn't eat meat. There are spiritual principles I had to abide by. For 3 years, I didn't eat your normal food. I was on fruit and vegetable. I was on detoxing. I was on spiritual baths. I was on food eating. I was on herbal medicines. I was reading books for my psychology and my mental health. I was doing emotional cleansing. I was doing a whole lot working on myself it took away. Even sometimes I want to quit. Some days I might wake up, I can't wake up and cry like this from morning to night, cry like this for 3, 4, 5 days. Premonitions coming, images, flashes, like that's when I realize I'm even like an old soul. Flashing, things coming, flashing, and I'm going through this. But even I had to myself look for a mentor. And sometimes when I complain, she will tell me, don't quit. Allow yourself to go through this process. Many times I want to say, I can't take this. I'm sad. I'm so hot. I'm so angry. I'm crying. I've been crying. I'm so hot. My soul is on fire. I can't breathe. I'm so in pain. That. She will say, yes. Allow those soul traumas to manifest itself. So as it's manifesting, we are healing it one after the other, like a chapter. The same way you open chapter book, you go like that. I was healing myself again and again and again. Even to some extent, I had to end up in hospital, physically down. I had to heal myself. I had to make a covenant with my chi, my ori, my own spirit guide. So this is this is that is that. So spirituality is not a joke. It's not like even the one you go in the hospital, maybe you're going through rehabilitation, they give you medication, maybe to numb your pain, try to help you. In spirituality, there's no medication for you to numb your pain. You have to go through those shadow work of yourself, seeing yourself like a mirror, reflecting those chapters of those wounds that you inherited or you came with life to, life with. Your traumas, your past experience, your hurts, everything. You'll be working on it back to back. Until you finish cleansing yourself. And when you finish cleansing yourself, you have to start aligning yourself to the natural forces. When I was doing my healing, it's very strict. It's that I don't even have a word for it. It's very, very strict. And when you embark on that journey, then you can ask questions for you to even know you're on the right track. You can ask your spirit guide questions, or you can say, okay, this is what I want, and this is what I want to know. Can you show it to me in one way or the other? Whatever evidence you need, and they will show you to you as a living proof for you to know that what you are doing is working. For this spiritual team to activate and work with you, you have to cleanse yourself and be ready, be in the right frequency in order for them to even come or for you to feel things. But if you're not in the right frequency to do or feel things, they're not going to come. They're not going to come. Those things will not reveal themselves to you. Those powers out there you see, those spiritual forces, they're not going to reveal themselves to you. Even when I was doing my own spiritual healing, after all my healing and everything, to the extent after healing everything, so I wake up sometimes, you don't know how I feel. It's like a newborn baby. I will wake up sometimes, I'll come outside. It's like I'm learning even how to walk. When the sun comes out, I'll be looking at the sky. I'm seeing it differently from what I used to know. I come outside, the wind is blowing. I'm seeing it differently from the same wind that I used to know. The ground, I'm looking at the ground. Oh, there's more to this than I actually thought. A whole lot of things. And this is not you going crazy. This is you knowing things that you need in order to be in your life path. Then you can see one or two things you can say, this is beautiful. This one is not for me. Maybe this one is for me. Without having a second thought. And no matter whatever anybody says, this is not for me, it's not working for me. You don't have to, spend generation or seeking answers or going to different prayer house or this person lay hand on me, pray for me, pray. Who you are saying lay hand on you? Do you know if they've done their own spiritual work to be able to lay hand on you and even pray? Your life path and their life path, is it the same? Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't go and pray. I'm not saying you shouldn't go and pray. But all I'm saying is that having the spiritual eyes to see the reality, to see the genuine ones versus the ingenuine ones, and those who are there to extort and those who are not adequate enough to guide you appropriately. So healing in spirituality, when you go to rehabilitation, is very easy. Not too many people will go through that spirituality healing. Not too many people. A whole lot of people quit. On the way they quit, a whole lot of things about you And then after that, you start learning yourself, your life path, your purpose, your bed chart, a whole lot of things about you. Then after that, before you even think about incorporating it with your own culture, tradition, so to start practicing, that is if you want to go that route. So I just say, let me come in here just to give you an insight what it is. Like healing in spirituality is a whole lot of, would I say, a package of work. Massive package of work, body work on yourself. And that's what we call true self-love, true self-care. Not to go when you shower, you make up, you put perfume, you put your cream perfume, you wear nice clothes, you come out. But that thing that is inside you is following you everywhere. If anybody poke it or try you, you will unleash. Or when good things wants to happen to you, something will happen. You say, this thing again. Or you use your own hand and scatter things for yourself. You don't want to, but you don't know how. How come? Because that foresight is not there. That foresight to mysteries and secrets is not there. You didn't see that. You didn't weigh that. Now, I'm not saying we are all perfect. I can make mistakes. I do make mistakes. I still, even till now, while in spirituality, I still do make mistakes. But what my point I'm trying to make is that you become more naturally aware, more conscious alertness. Your spiritual antennas, your ears and eyes, nose, breathing, everything. When something bad, you can literally smell. The smell is not good. And I'm not talking about rotten things. I'm talking about spiritual smell. Or when somebody is talking to you, out of 1,000, you can literally filter out and see, know which words, among all the 100 things they've told you, know which one is true and which one is lies. Some people might like to confront it or address it. Some people might just keep quiet. But that doesn't mean that they don't know. They know, but they choose not to talk. So that's spirituality for you. So I thought I'd come and give you just a little insight. It's not joke. Spirituality is not your mate. It's no joke. And when you start practicing, you will see a whole lot of changes in you. And being a spiritual doesn't mean you won't go through things. Of course, you're going to go like every other person. You are here in human body having a physical experience. You will go through things, many challenges, experiences, but then you know how to do better. That's the point. I think I will just stop here. Thank you. Bye.